The greatness of a person begins inside their mind. What you think about yourself decides who you become. This truth has been proven again and again by successful people like Elon Musk, Steve Jobs, and Jeff Bezos. In his famous book Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill wrote, "Whatever you think in your mind, that is what you become." But if that's true, why do so many people still struggle to succeed? Don't they dream big? Don't they think about their future? Today's story will help us understand this mystery, and it will teach us a life-changing lesson. So stay with me till the end. This one is worth your time. Once upon a time, at a busy train station, there lived a man named Daniel. He was a beggar. Every day, he walked around the station asking travelers for coins so he could buy food. One afternoon, Daniel saw a man in a clean black suit step onto the platform. The man looked rich and confident. Daniel thought to himself, "That man must be very rich. If I ask him for money, maybe he'll give me a lot." So Daniel walked over and held out his hand. "Sir, please spare some change," he said politely. The businessman looked at him calmly and asked, "Do you always ask from others? Have you ever given anything to anyone?" Daniel was surprised. No one had ever asked him that before. He blinked and replied, "Sir, I'm just a poor beggar. I have nothing to give." The man smiled a little and said, "If you believe you have nothing to give, then you don't have the right to ask for anything either. I am a businessman. I believe in exchange, give and take. If you offer something, I can give you something in return. But if you have nothing to give, then I cannot give you anything." With that, the man stepped onto his train and left. Daniel stood there quietly, thinking, "No one ever said that to me before." He wasn't angry, he just told me the truth. If I can't give anything, why should anyone give to me? That night, Daniel lay awake. He kept hearing the man's words in his head. If you want to receive, you must first give. 2 days passed. Daniel didn't beg at all. He sat near the tracks, lost in thought. Then, on the 3rd day, he noticed something near the fence. A small bunch of colorful wildflowers blooming beside the rails. He smiled for the first time in days. "Maybe I can give something," he thought. "I can give these flowers to people when they give me money." So he gently picked some flowers and went back to his usual spot. When travelers dropped coins into his cup, he smiled and handed them a flower. People were surprised and happy. Some smiled and said, "Thank you." A few even gave him more money than usual. Days passed, and Daniel began to see a pattern. When he gave flowers, people gave him more. When he had no flowers, fewer people stopped. He realized something powerful. People love to receive something in return. Giving brings more than asking ever did. One sunny morning, Daniel was busy giving flowers to travelers when he saw a familiar face. The same businessman stepping off a train. Daniel rushed toward him, smiling. "Sir, it's you. Today I have something to give before I ask." He offered the man a small bunch of flowers. The businessman took them, smiled, and placed some money in Daniel's hand. "You have learned the rule of exchange," he said. "Today, you are no longer a beggar. You are a businessman." The train whistled. The man got back on board and left. Daniel stood there, his heart full of pride. He whispered to himself, "I'm not a beggar anymore. I sell flowers. People don't give me money out of pity. They pay me for what I offer. I have a real business." That day, he made a big decision. He left the train station, never to beg again. 6 months passed. The same station was busy as always. 2 smartly dressed men met near a platform and shook hands. One of them looked puzzled. "Do I know you?" he asked. The other man smiled and said, "Yes, sir. We met twice before, both times on this very train." The first man tried to remember. Then suddenly he gasped, "Wait, you're that beggar. The one I refused to give money to and later bought flowers from." The man laughed and nodded. "That's right, but I'm not a beggar anymore. I run a flower business now. I sell to shops and offices, and I travel around to grow my business." The businessman's eyes widened. "That's amazing. What changed you?" The former beggar smiled. "You did, sir. You taught me something priceless that we only receive when we give. That day, I realized I wasn't just a beggar. I was a businessman waiting to believe in myself. The two men shook hands again, this time as equals. Then they both stepped onto their trains, heading toward new futures. Listen, life is shaped by how you see yourself. If you think you are small, you will stay small. But if you believe in your strength, you can become great. Your thoughts build your world. So see yourself as strong, kind, and capable. Because when your mind changes, your whole life changes too. If you enjoyed this story, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and comment below what you learned.